Let's see what happens. All right, we're getting boxed in. Whoa, line of sight. Make sure we are planning our ride. We did not position ourselves for safety in that aspect, and we got screwed up. So make sure you guys are paying attention to that. We do talk about that in the basic training e-course, only $4.99. But here we go, D-boy. Let's go ahead and take a look. Good plan right there. So just in case something happens, we can go into that gap. But looks like our buddy up front did not want to do that. And that's fine. We hit some nice braking. Not a big deal. Damn it, Dave. Here we go. Go ahead and panic broke. Lost some traction on that front tire. Remember, you do some progressive brake pressure.
Let's start with where does it hurt?
Oh, we're going to rescue. Yeah, he's got to get a little bit of relaxation. Make sure he can get a feel for his body.
Your question, I got it on camera.
So make sure you rescue this buddy. You know, he's probably going to have road rash if you take a look at the mechanism and then he doesn't have a lot of gear. Definitely going to have to get some gear. We do have a list of gear in the description from Revzilla. Go ahead and check it out. So he's...
Take your vest off, too.
Yeah, he's moving and everything. That's good. Millie 707, here we go, and going through here. Oh, merging issue. Good job with the planning. We did a good progressive brake pressure, and we were paying attention. Remember, orange stage for those situations. This is definitely an orange stage 2 right here. You see that blinker? Big open lane for us that's moving. Their line is not. We should have seen that ahead of time. Watch out for getting hit in the back. Got to pay attention. Remember that pattern. One sec. Let's go ahead and pause. Do you guys see that pattern here? Let's take a look at it. Let's take a look at it. So right here, our lane is moving, okay? So our lane's moving, their lane isn't. So we're doing this. These people are stacked. You know, it could be a bigger, long line and everything. When we're moving, these cars want to move over too, just like you would if you were in that lane. You do not want to be stuck behind people. So when you see the indicator right there, he even sees it too. So he's covering the brakes. Now, that right there is exactly what we're talking about when it comes to orange stage. So he's covering the brakes. He sees the hazard. He knows that this person wants to come over, and we need to maintain a better space cushion. So let's find that button. Where is it at? There it is. The space cushion. We need to maintain a good space cushion. This is what we got right here. Once that person comes over, we have probably two options. We can either accelerate through to hopefully get in front of the vehicle, which is probably going to be bad. What I'd be doing is good progressive brake pressure on that one. So let's go ahead and put that up on the board so you know what I'm talking about here. And that's another button. Let's move forward. So there it is. Now, don't just scoot in. Allow that person to come in. They're going to do it either way. We have two options at this point. Let them in, and you're not going to get hit, or keep going, and hopefully they see you. Now, the one thing you have control over, the other thing you don't. So do the thing that you have control over. So you see how he put his hands off the brakes right there? He took his hands off the brakes because he didn't think that anything was going to happen. You're still in a bad spot. You're in the blind spot now. Maintain the brakes. Maintain your orange stage right here until you get past the hazard. But now he's going to have to grab really hard, and he slams the brakes. Thankfully, he either has ABS or it turned into progressive brake pressure. But look how far back he went because of the deceleration. Let that person in. They're going to do it anyways. Put your hands back on and get going. You don't want to get hit behind you. Here we go. Nacho once again going around a blind corner. Watch out for debris and pedestrians. You can never tell what's going on. There's a doggo right there. There's another doggo right there, and he's out. Did pretty good. Move on with your day. More turn. Okay, watch out. Brake lights. Ooh, uncommon thing in a common situation. We have a motorcyclist falling down right in front of you. So he's limping. There's a little bit of a limp. There's a little bit of an impact. He's walking wounded. So that means his heart is moving. That means he's getting oxygen into his lungs and blood and oxygen to his brain. So he's doing pretty good. Amy Soko. Okay, big space cushion. Very good. Somebody right there was pretty dumb. That would have been bad if they hit because we would have hit them at that point. So when you see something, you have to be able to maneuver really quickly, and that's going to be a red stage maneuver. So 360 situation awareness, did pretty good. Not a lot of you can do in this situation. A girl on her bike, hey. Ooh, impact on the ground. Not good. Big mechanism injury. I heard she just gave birth. I think I met her back in 2015 at a motovlogger meetup. Okay, so what kind of mechanism of injury do you think would happen there? Okay, let's go ahead and take a quick look. This is going to be a quiz for everybody in class. Take a quick look. So remember, we're going to fall down to the right. Fall down to the right. Now that you know the definition of it, what kind of damage do you think is happening to this person? Okay. What kind of damage to the body? What kind of damage? The shoulder and collarbone. Okay, very good. Shoulder. Head injury, yes. You know, you hit your head, but we got a helmet, so hopefully it's not going to be a bad one. Here's another view. Mechanism of injury right there. Let's take a quick look at that one more time. Back of the head, clavicle, shattered wrist, hand. Okay. Elbow, shoulder, so right side, right knee, right, yes. Okay. Easily broken collarbone. It doesn't take a lot to break a collarbone. She's not moving, so that's not good.
What hurts?
There's gonna be a lot of pain.
Just my head.
Just your head?
I hit it pretty hard.
Okay, that's good.
That's not good. I'd rather have a broken collarbone than a brain bleed. But I see where he's going with that. So she's moving.
I'm in a lot of pain, I'm not gonna lie.
That's it. You're done for the day.
That was a bell.
That was a bell ring. That is called a concussion. Low-grade traumatic brain injury. Definitely would have ended the day after that, and keep an eye on her for the next few days, seeing where the headaches go. Typically, a headache will, start, and then it'll come back. Maybe an hour later, it'll go away. Maybe 2 hours later, go away. Maybe 4 hours later, go away until it just kind of goes away. It's a mild TBI right there.
Lie. That was a bell ringer.
Here we go. War Daddy going through here. Sharp left turn. Watch out, cruiser man. Oh, no. Cannot Flintstone it, everybody. You cannot put your feet down to slow down. Not good. You see that kind of mechanism? Let's take a quick look. Let's go back just a little bit. Was he wearing a helmet? I don't think he was. So this right here is a terrible mechanism of injury. We have the back of the head. We have possible skull fractures. We have a possible spinal injury. Here's the thing, everybody. When it comes to rescuing a rider, remember, we have to remain calm, ensure our own safety, stop major bleeds. But what's on the back side of this card that you're going to get with every single rescue pouch? Small bleeding control kit. Make sure you guys grab one right now, 15% off in the store. But right here, head injury symptoms. So if this person gets up, do they have any of those symptoms? If this person can't get up, do they have any of those spinal cord injury symptoms? Are they bleeding out? Do they have any shocky symptoms? Either way, the treatment is the same. You need to stop the external bleeding and get them to the hospital and keep them warm. So let's take a quick look again. This is a high side where the back of the head gets smashed into the asphalt. Okay. And there it is. So now what do we do? What do we do? What do we do? What do we do? Not good. Our buddy is going to be in a lot of pain. Let's take a quick look. I'm hoping he has a helmet. Please have a helmet. Please, please, please. I wonder if there's more to that. Let's go ahead and double check. So just boots. You can see the road rash. You can see the road rash on his side. That redness is no buenos. I can't tell if he has a helmet on, though. Just based off the gear that he has, I don't think he has a helmet. This is not a good situation. Not a good situation. There's not much you can do for the brain itself, but if he is bleeding out anywhere else, you can actually help him out quite a bit.